Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, amazing. Amazing. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Trailmakers. Today, I want to try building a pod racer. Now, ever since we got the large jets, these guys right here, I've really wanted to build one because this really gives off a pod racer feel to me. Now, it's fairly easy to build, some kind of tripod hovercraft with hover pads on the bottom and have it scoot around, but I actually want to try and tackle some of the issues that I've encountered with with pod racers in this game. One of those being that when they drive over any sort of hill or any sort of change in terrain, they tend to just break off parts because they're not really adapting to their terrain as they, as they hover. Now, the other issue is as soon as they catch some air, they go slamming down into the ground and, also break off a lot of parts because the hover pads don't actually have enough force to dampen that sort of impact. So I'm going to start building the body of the pod racer right now, and I will catch up with you guys when I'm ready to solve some of these issues. Come here, you chicken. Come here, you chicken. Let me eat you. Alrighty, here we go. I've got a pretty basic setup going on here. Well, kind of basic. I haven't really done a whole lot to it. I've really just kind of built, the tripod hovercraft that I was talking about in the intro. But I guess let me show you what I actually did to try and, set this up for better performance down the line. I put a hinge here. And I put a hinge over here because I actually want, the pods to feel like they're separate from the main cockpit. So as you can see, when you turn, it does kind of move the jets up front. Oh, we're sliding way too far. So that's one of the things that I wanted to do is make the the actual propulsion jets feel like they're a separate entity and not just solidly mounted to the whole thing, right? But the other reason I put the hinges on is because I actually want to try to put some distance sensors that will sense any sort of bump in the terrain that is upcoming and hopefully tilt the jets in time to avoid said bumps. So let's give that a try. I'm going to go back into build mode, and somewhere I think right here I'm going to get rid of that, and I'm going to put a distance sensor right here. I don't really know what distance to set it to, but I think maybe, I don't know, 8 seems like a good number. Let's try with 8, and then we can always change it. We'll do the same thing on this side right here. We'll go distance sensor, configure it to 8 meters, and we're going to hook these up to the hinges, to these hinges right here. So that one is going to be hooked up to that one. Oh, don't want to move that. And this guy is going to be hooked up to this one. Perfect. So now, actually, what are the settings on this? 60, of course I have 69 strength. Why wouldn't I? 30 angle seems okay. 30 angle seems fine. Now, what is this strength set to? 40. Okay, that makes sense. I do want these guys to be a little bit stronger, just because I don't want this whole thing flopping around, because as you can tell in a second here, if I set all those to a low value, 20 and, you know, like 20, then it's gonna be floppy central, I think. I don't know if this is gonna be good or not. Yeah, it's a little bit too floppy. I think, yeah, that's way too floppy. So I'm gonna set that back to 69, because that is what I, you know, figured out to be the best value, totally the best value, during my initial testing. And then we can see how this thing actually behaves when it goes up to a hill. Let's give that a try. I do have some helicopter steering for the time being, but I might keep that in, just kind of hide it for the future. So now, if we approach this hill, oh, nice. As you can see, the oh geez, yeah, that's gonna be the other problem I have to fix. But as you can see, when I approach the hill, it actually tilts up the pods a bit, which is kind of cool. It's exactly what I was looking for. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. Now, if I actually get rid of that for a second here, let's do a quick test. I'll show you the difference between you know, having that feature and not having that feature. If I drive up to this hill right here, the pods lift up a little bit. However, if I get rid of that feature, let's go back into build mode. Hello? No, I can't slow down. I don't have brakes. If I disconnect these guys from the servos, or I guess the hinges, sorry. Yeah, see? It just kind of slams into it. Now, if I hook that back up, a little bit better. You can see it tilt up right at the end. I might have to adjust the distance on the sensors, and maybe I need to add some kind of, you know, maybe like propulsion as well that lifts the front end up. But that's the whole point of this, is to experiment and see what we can come up with. I'm gonna set this to 10, and I'm going to keep tuning this. I think I'm gonna try and make a little bit more progress, guys, and I'll show you what I came up with. I do think the 30-degree angle is probably enough, but I can try a little bit of a greater angle as well. Let's see how it goes on the downslope. Nice, it does the same thing on the downslope. I like it. So I added another set of hover pads that also tilt with the distance sensor, and it actually seems to be quite better. I have to figure out how to hide them, or at least, you know, camouflage them in such a way that they're not so obvious. But man, every time I go to like actually talk about it and show you guys, something catastrophic happens. I'll drive around by myself with no issues, and then this happens. Oh no. What is going on? Calm down, please. Actually, that might be the trick. I adjusted the distance sensors to 20 meters, and now it seems to actually adjust a little bit sooner, which does make a pretty big difference for when you're going quick. Come on, man. Come on. It was just fine until I started showing you guys. I swear, I'm not making it up. I feel like these hover pads need to be stronger. Unfortunately, there isn't really a way to make them stronger. Alright, so what I did is I moved the hover pads from the back to the front, put them on an angle that is automatically engaged, and it kind of does the thing. But here's the thing, guys. I don't think I'm going to be able to achieve like perfect performance with the tools that I have, because the hover pads just aren't strong enough to repel the ground fast enough, you know? Like, I think I can get it, you know, to work a little bit better than some of the the pod racers out there. However, in terms of like, you know, getting it perfect, I think it's going to be pretty challenging. So I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep figuring out how else I can make this thing a little bit more stable and a little bit more adaptive to its environment. Let's try to take this kind of quick. Not bad, actually. Not bad. All right, well, we got to figure out the landings now from all these jumps, because they're pretty bad. The thing just kind of breaks every single time, and that's not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. So moving on for the time being, I actually want to try and tackle the whole landing aggressively issue now. And I already kind of sort of tried to experiment with that, but let's keep going with it. I want to try using gimbal jets that only activate when a speed sensor senses downward speed. Basically, when the PODRACER is essentially falling downwards to its demise. So I'm going to put a speed sensor right here. I'm going to set this to, say, I don't know, 10 kilometers an hour for now. I don't know. And I'm going to strap it to this gimbal jet, which I don't know if this is too much power. It might be. Let's set that to 0.75 for now. And also take off the control there. Alright, that should be good, and I'm going to mimic it on this side. There we go. And of course I have to do the same thing on the main body here, which I think if I move this backwards a bit, we can put a gimbal jet in the back here. Perfect. We can strap a speed sensor to the rear as well, which I'll copy it over just for the sake of, having symmetrical weight. I'm gonna set it to that, and I actually think I need possibly another one up front. My friends are calling me. Wait, you have friends, Cosmo? Yeah. Heard it all. Alrighty, let's throw another gimbal jet here. Perfect, like so. That should be alright. And, I guess, well, I don't know why I'm humming. This is pretty straightforward. I have to hook this up to there. And I have to adjust the power. Since I have two of them on the one body, I'm gonna go with 0.5 and see how that works out for me. Also, I have to set this guy to 10. I am going to quickly test this. If it fails, that's okay. I'll keep working on it, but I do have to go and help my friends with something. But then I will keep experimenting. Oh my goodness. Okay, come on now. Could you just behave? Okay, please. Okay, perfect. Oh boy, the gimbal jets are okay, this is gonna need some tuning. I'm gonna work on it. Ooh, those gimbal jets might be a little bit too much. Oh jeez. Alright. Alright. I think I've been going about this entirely the wrong way, guys. I mean, I don't think that the hover pads have enough strength to actually do what I want them to do anyway, so I'm just gonna try and make a cool pod racer, have it work well, have it function well, and try and take it down this map here made by Madeline. I believe it's called the EXO Cross. I think that's what it's called. Let me check the mods, because I can do that. Yep, EXO Cross Island Keys. And yeah, I'm just gonna have some fun with this. For some reason I feel like that's the path of least resistance right now. I just want to make a cool pod racer. Maybe one day I can come back to this topic and try and make it even more stable. But I think with the hover pads the way they are, I simply can't achieve what I want to achieve. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe one of you guys can figure it out, how to make this thing constantly adhere to the ground, which would be an amazing feat, but one that I'm not currently willing to pursue anymore because I'm in pain, okay? I'm in pain. This is painful. I just want to make a fun pod racer. Let's make a fun pod racer. Now, I obviously need to put some reverse thrust on this, so let's do that. I think I'll put the reverse thrust possibly on the front of this thing right here because I don't want to make these guys weigh any more than they already do just so that, they're less inclined to actually dig into the ground. But let's get rid of this. Perfect. Let's bring this back. My idea with the gimbal jets, I think, was getting there. But the problem with the gimbal jets is that they're kind of like a band-aid to the problem, I need the pod racer to not lift off the ground to begin with. And I just don't know how to do that without making the pods like grind into the ground as I try to counteract the upwards force. So gonna scrap that idea and just have some fun with this. I am okay with failing, I'm a perfectionist, so I hate failing, but today I am deciding that I am okay with failing. I'm a failure. That's it, I'm just a failure. I'm just a big old failure. Alrighty, I've got some reverse thrust there. Perfect. I also have, my front flaps there that don't do a whole lot, but they're just kind of like an effect to show when I'm braking or when I'm reversing. I thought that was kind of cool. And now I'm gonna, I think, keep building the body of this thing because I never really finished the body, I also have that spinning helicopter engine thingy, so I got some work to do. I think these oars might be fun to use as well instead of the flaps. The The stabilizer fins, that is. Gotta fill in some of the holes here, you know, make it look nice. Maybe do some stuff with the front end here just to make the front end a little bit more presentable. Not too shabby. Need some panels to cover all this nonsense up. Sick. 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 I feel like the hood needs some more flair. Not bad. Not bad. I don't like that. You know what? Some chrome trim. That looks cool, actually. I like that. Let's stick to that. I like it. Cool. Alright, I need to add some things here, I think, because I just kind of have a spot here for something, but not really, don't really have anything there. Let's throw a wedge block, and let's throw some tail fins on. Alright, sweet, I got that. Nice, I like it, I like it. What else do we need on this thing? I mean, it definitely needs a better paint job, right? That goes without saying. This thing needs some bright lights. Ooh, I have an idea. I like it. This is gonna be good. Sweet. Very cool. We got that high-tech texture now. Perfect. Instead of the clean texture, we're going high-tech texture. Ooh, yellow. Looking pretty good so far. I like this. Oh man, this thing is wicked now. Look at it. Now we're having fun. See, it's all about having fun. You don't gotta build crazy stuff. You just gotta have fun. I'm having tons of fun right now. These guys actually would be cool to make some kind of a glowing block. Let's see, where's the glowy block? Glow orange. Yes. Oh, look at that. Perfect. That's awesome. I think I'm ready to take this for a test drive, guys. Maybe I need more reverse thrust? I don't know, because I kind of wanted to have more responsive reverse thrust as well. That's kind of cool, actually. I like that. That looks pretty neat. And it fits with the whole theme, you know. Let's try and take it for a spin on this whole. I still have my you know, my like approach mechanism that basically detects if I'm about to approach something, and it tilts the hover pods, or I guess the hover pods. Oh geez, a little bit too much turning there, just a little bit too much reaction. Okay, here we go. Oh gee, oh no, broke stuff, but it's okay. We keep going, no stopping. Oh no, it's I think I need to decrease the distance that these sensors sense at, because they're a little bit too sensitive at the moment. Perfect. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I think it's a little bit too tight, man. I think it's a little bit too tight. Way too tight. Way too tight. No, stop. I am the worst pod racer ever. Let's see how this thing does just on flat land. Obviously, it's gonna define, but I'm just curious, okay? I want some peace in my life. Just for a change, just a little bit of peace, okay? Once it starts steering in one direction, it really wants to steer in that direction. Very peculiar. Yeah, weird. I almost feel like I do need some fins, you know? Like, it just wants to do this by itself right now. I'm not touching anything right now except throttle. Literally just touching throttle, and that's it. And it wants to do donuts. Maybe we need some fins after all. Alright, let's see how it behaves now. Actually, a lot better. Okay, I like this a lot more. I'm glad I came to this map, because I don't think I would have figured that out otherwise. I thought I just sucked at driving, which I do suck at driving, but I didn't think I sucked that bad. Somebody in my last video said I should lose my driving license, but they said diving license, and joke's on you, I never had my diving license. Alright, let's try and take it to that map again. It's a little bit less maneuverable. I don't know if I'll be able to handle, like, the tight corners, but you never know. You never know. I do really like how the pods like move somewhat independently of the body, you know. It's a pretty cool feeling watching them, well, watching the body tilt and then watching the pods tilt in accordance. Back on EXO Cross, and let's see how the new and improved PODRACER does. Probably horrible, right? As always, but that's okay because we're having fun. I don't know what to tell you guys, okay? I know I'm being kind of silly, but my brain just does not want to work lately, okay? I've been in a bit of a fog. This happens. I just wanted to put out a fun video for you guys. And unfortunately, I couldn't really figure out exactly what I wanted to do, but that's okay, you know? I can always come back to this some other time. And hey, you guys are always awesome at giving me some, you know, some cool ideas in the comments. So if you do have any ideas on how to fix my junk, then definitely let me know, you know, like how would you make this more stable? How would you make this handle jumps? How would you make this handle changes in the terrain? I'd love to hear it, you know, because you guys have some great ideas sometimes, and that's the whole point of this community, is to share ideas and build up on one another's. I think that's the whole point. Oh man, definitely doing some weaving and bobbing here, but that's okay. Oh no! Let's just put it this way. Oh my goodness. I was having the same problems with like regular vehicles on this map. If you guys haven't checked out my last video where I showed off some of your best builds that you submitted to my Discord, and my game crashed. What I was trying to say was, if you guys saw the last video, you know that this map is kind of ruthless, and sometimes things get hung up in the same manner as this thing has been getting hung up in. So I don't think it's entirely this creation's fault, but that's okay. That's okay. Oh, here we go. Oh, come on, come on. It would be cool to do like a pod racer race, you know, a pod race, a pod racer race. I think it'd be kind of neat. Maybe I'll talk to little corn dogs there, and we can do a bit of pod racing sometime. Oh, geez, this thing is a little bit too big for this this course. Let's just put it down. Oh no, oh no. Where else can we go? I want to go to a cool place where we can use this thing that doesn't constantly kill it. You know, let's just do standard Treasure Island. I haven't really tested this thing on standard Treasure Island. You know, since the initial testing. I do like how this thing drives. It is a fun creation, you know? I don't think it's meant to take these massive jumps here, but I would like to, you know, one day figure out how I can make something that does just kind of stick to them and doesn't, you know, doesn't just eat it completely. Ooh, I wonder if I can go all the way around this loop. Let's see. Oh boy. Oh boy. What's with the lag? What's with the lag? Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, amazing. Amazing. Love it. Love it. That's cool. I did break it, but whatever. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I should have taken the ramp. I should have... Okay, that could have been worse. It was bad, but it could have been much worse. Poor chickens. You know what this thing is good at? Check it out, guys. Just mowing down chickens. Oh, no. Oh no, that's a fence. Oh no. Well, all in all, guys, I had fun building this. It may not have been... Oh, I forgot they're not no clip. It may not have been, you know, a great success, but I think I still built a pretty cool pod racer. You guys let me know what you thought. Once again, I apologize for not fulfilling my initial, I guess, mission. But like I said, lots going on in my head. I just wanted to build something fun and have fun with it. And I think that I definitely achieved. What? Why can't I fit? I fit in the other way just fine. I guess I gotta go in backwards. Alright, here we go. I'm pretty sure this thing could probably go in water too without messing up. Let's go in the water. But yeah, you guys let me know down in the comments below what you thought of the video, how you would improve this creation. I look forward to hearing your suggestions. I would love to do a follow-up, maybe with some, you know, some subscriber tech, as we're gonna call it. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. It's pretty smooth in the water. It's pretty darn smooth in the water. Let's do the half pipe. Let's do the half pipe. We gotta do the half pipe. All right, because every pod race has a half pipe. So you know, I gotta do the honorary half pipe. Whoop! I gotta admit though, it does go up hills pretty well with the whole tilty tech that I did. Not so much going back down. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye.